This video is an explanation of the plot line of the movie Abolitionist, which I directed and recently released. This movie is about a woman named Tabitha and a series of dreams that she has. So, the vast majority of the movie is dreams in the mind of a post-abortive woman. There's also the component of a preborn baby dreaming, which actually happens in the opening scene of the movie. What's happening in the opening scene of the movie is actually a dream in the consciousness of a preborn child. A prophetic dream given to that child by God. A prophetic dream that basically contains information concerning what is going on in the American landscape with the church and the abortion holocaust, and the church's response to the abortion holocaust, the apathy and the indifference and the lack of action. So the opening scene is actually the dream of a preborn child. And that dream is within another dream. So this is a dream within a dream. That's why when you see me run out of the doors, when you see Matthew run out of the doors of the church, soon after that I wake up, and what am I? I'm a child in bed. So the baby in the womb is dreaming about being in a home, in a bedroom, in a safe place. And I can imagine that's what a baby in the womb might dream about. They might think that in their consciousness might contain information that makes them feel like they're at home, they're safe, they're where they should be. And that's what you feel like when you're in your bedroom. It's a safe place. And so when the baby awakens from the dream within a dream, he's in another dream in which he's a born child in bed in a house. And he's not actually a born child in bed, but he's dreaming that he's a born child in bed. That baby is the baby who is aborted soon after Tabitha sees herself walk into the abortion facility near the beginning of the movie. That's a dream as well. Tabitha, the older post-abortive woman, is dreaming of the instance in which she murdered her child, and she's looking back at herself. The woman she's looking at in the car who walks into the killing facility, that woman is her. And she's looking at that woman, and she's looking back on the experience she had when she walked into the killing facility to murder her child. Then you have, over the course of the movie, all these interviews, and you have this post-abortive woman dreaming about her preborn child, Matthew, who was never born. She's dreaming about me, Matthew. I play the character Matthew, and because that's who I am in the film. That's everything that happens with the interviews and creating the documentary, that's her dreaming about all of that. All of that is a bunch of dreams in which she's seeing me create this documentary. And she's dreaming about me being a missionary to the pagan tribes of America. And then at different points in the film, she sees me. Like, first she sees me on the street corner when I'm preaching, and she's wondering about what is this? She's looking at me in her dream. That's her dreaming about me when she sees me on the street corner. She doesn't know who I am. Then she sees me again inside the gas station, and she doesn't know who I am. She doesn't know why she's seeing me again. She's like, she's dreaming, but perhaps she doesn't even know she's dreaming. She's just seeing this guy again. She's wondering, hey, I've seen that guy. Who is this guy? Then she sees me again on the park bench, and she's like, whoa, it's this guy again. Who is this? And that's another dream in which I appear to her, and then I suddenly vanish. Like, you would expect to happen in a dream, something weird and bizarre to happen. And that's why I suddenly vanish on the park bench, because it's a dream. And I keep coming up in her dreams because subconsciously she knows she murdered me. Subconsciously she knows she has a child. And that child isn't here anymore because the child was murdered by her. And so I'm popping up in her subconscious in her dreams. And she's dreaming about this documentary being made. And at the end, she's dreaming, once again, and she places her hand on my shoulder, and in her dream, I suddenly flinch back in pain because she's the one who destroyed me. She's the one who hurt me. She's the one who brought me to the abortionist. And she recognizes through her subconscious that I'm the baby that she murdered. And she realizes through this scene of violence that she's committing against me that she's the murderer, and that she has blood on her hand. And that's when we see the baby in the womb get destroyed. And it's a flashback to when she killed me, and there's the flashback to when she's walking in to murder me, and we see me actually get disintegrated through the vacuum hose as a preborn baby. And we see my dream of being a born child in a bedroom disintegrate as I get sucked out of the bed, kind of like the kids at the beginning scene were sucked up into the air. There's this consistent theme of a vacuum sucking people away, and that's what that's how abortion is committed many times, is through a vacuum hose sucking children into little pieces. And so that's why you see all those kids in this beginning scene get sucked up into the air, because it's a picture of what abortion does to children, and it's a way to help humanize preborn children by thinking about, well, how would we respond if born people were being sucked up by a giant vacuum? So, yes, the movie is mainly a bunch of dreams, which is not what you would expect. So, if the ending and all of that was confusing to you, now you understand.